Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 52 Topics with Frank Fiorellino. This is the inaugural members-only episode here on 52 Topics. As we promised, we're going to be giving you these extra live streams. Right now, I want to say thank you to everybody who decided to become a member of the channel. I want to say thank you to everybody who gifted out memberships. Hopefully those that were gifted a membership, once that expires, hopefully they'll take it upon themselves to stick around and become members. I mean, that would be pretty awesome. Right now we got about 76 members. So at most there'll be 76 people in this chat tonight. Frank, what's going on, man? How you doing? Let's say hi to some people.
No, that's cool. That means that those are the people we want to have. I didn't mean it that way. I'm talking about that really will pay to come and hang out with us for $5 a month. That's not much, I guess. But hey, listen. I said it. If you guys are having a problem paying or whatever, email me and I'll figure it out. You know, we're not about letting people fucking not enjoy themselves if they don't have the means to do it. I'll take care of it. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, for some reason I can't see how many people are actually live right now. In the comment, it says 0. Ro or anybody, if you guys could let us know how many people. For some reason, StreamYard is not letting me know how many people are in this live stream right now. Not sure why. All right, let me say hi to some people. Mustache P, what's going on, buddy? Glad to see you here.
What's up, Pete?
Brian Bosek, yeah, this is our first show. Brian Bosek, $10. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you so much. Dan Tundes, Joe Root, Proletarian Scum. Oh, Proletarian on parole. Sorry, I almost called you scumbag. Ni hao ma, BTF Phoenix. Hope you're doing well. Seretti, dude, what's going on, dude? The great Roro, Joe Root, Lisa Pizzatola, Matt with a fresh wrench next to his name. My man, Sister, Scott H. Who else? When do you members only? The number does not. The number does not show when you do members only.
Okay, that's what I was. Okay.
Only deal with this membership is I can't run my 3 devices to increase the count. Thank you. You can't see the total either. Okay, that's weird. I didn't know that. I wouldn't be wrong. That's weird. I didn't know that they didn't. Let everybody know how many people are in the members only. David Price, there he is.
David Price, what's up, my man?
What's going on? All right, so what are we going to do tonight? So we're coming back to a theme that we had when we started this channel.
Right.
We were doing years. I think on the channel so far we've done 77, we've done 82, and 1986.
86 as well. 77.
And 72. No, not 72. 82.
72.
We did 82.
Yeah, we did 82.
With the Licata hit, as you guys see here, which I still have in my media files here. Isn't that fancy? Yeah, we did that. We did that. Proletarian, sister. All right, let me get rid of that comment. So we're going to be talking about wild event that took place in New York City back in 73. We're going to be talking about some organized crime events. 2 guys who did their first pieces of work apparently in 73. And we're going to be talking about some other things. Roy DeMeo is debatable. I'll get into why that is. But Frank, what do you want to hit on first?
Let's hit with the Twin Towers, the beloved Twin Towers. They were opened in 1973. And that's another club in Manhattan, very popular at the time. CBGB's.
Yeah.
In 1973 was open right down by the Bowery.
Hilly Crystal.
Billy Crystal?
Hilly Crystal. That was the guy that opened it. Yeah. Did you ever go there? I went there once.
I have.
I was only there once.
My brother's friend owned the building, and we went there one time, and I was like, what a fucking shithole. It smelled like this.
It was a shithole.
It was bad, but then you get the names that actually started off there, and I was like, wow. You had the Ramones that were a house band for a while. If anybody liked the Ramones, Blondie, Sonic Youth,
Talking Heads, a lot of those bands.
They performed there. They jammed there after it became like known for that. I think Nirvana even played there. Not.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What
So,
they had in the 80s, which was big with the New York hardcore scene, is they would have the Sunday matinees, which were pretty famous for the hardcore bands at that time. Agnostic Front, Cro-Mags, fucking a bunch of bands I can name for anybody that is. CBGB, Sex Pistols, God Save the Queen, Fascist Regime. Yeah. Did the Sex Pistols get to play CBs?
Anarchy. Yeah, of
Or
course.
did they play Max's? Or Max's Kansas
No, they
City?
played CBGBs.
They played CBs.
Yeah, apparently homeboy Sid Vicious hung out there himself, so
Okay.
at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they played that. So did Lee what was it? Persico. Lee the Snake Persico.
Lee the Snake Persico.
You ever heard of that band? Fuck. Anyhow,
When CB's was closing, I was hanging out. I used to hang out in downtown Manhattan a lot. Honestly, more so when I was younger, when I wasn't supposed to. Probably when I was like 14, 15. Me and my friends would sneak down, take the 7 train, go into Manhattan. And I remember, I don't know if it was like 2006 or 5 when they were closing. And I remember walking by and seeing Hilly Crystal, the guy that founded it, outside by himself, just like looking around and shit. And I always regretted not like saying hi to him or like meeting him, because he died not that long after, I'm pretty sure.
Was he a musician?
I don't know if he was a musician. I'm not sure. Obviously, he loved music.
Yeah.
And what does CBGB stand for? Country, bluegrass, CB, bluegrass something. It's got a really weird name.
Gays.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My home from 70 till 98 had a view from 4th Street to the Verenzano. The Verenzaro? Is that
how would Sammy say it?
The Verenzano. They had the monkey up there with the guy that they said killed the black guy.
The black guy, Sonny Black.
So, the guy.
There was a movie about him and CBG.
Black Sonny. Black. Yeah. What that? Oh, no, Sonny Black. I'm sorry.
Sonny, the black guy.
Sonny the black.
Supposed to be a Western club. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be what it became. It was supposed to be. I guess he was like into bluegrass and whatever he was into, and then it became what it became, a legendary location. Last I checked, it was like a John Barbados, whatever the fuck, fashion bullshit. I don't know.
Fashionista.
Lisa says she never went inside.
Lisa, you didn't miss nothing, believe me.
Yeah, it was a dome. It was a dome. You go in, the bar's right there, and then you go to the back, and if you go to the bathroom, it's covered in graffiti, and it's fucking disgusting.
Carmine Lemondozzi.
So yeah, Twin Towers. Hey Frank, have you ever seen the photos when the Twin Towers opened? There was still like a beach area kind of there, and people would hang out on lawn chairs like downtown.
Really?
Yeah, it's maybe I could just bring it up because they're really interesting photos. Twin Towers opening. I thought they were like fake when I was looking at them. Let's see. Looks like I'm not finding it, so I don't want to waste too much time. But yeah, when it first opened, there was really nothing kind of going down there. A lot of it was deserted in that area. And you'll see photos of like people with lawn chairs like hanging out on what looks like a beach with the towers in the background. Interestingly, some of the squatters got to keep their squats and became millionaires when they sold them. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Stevie the Gypsy, what's up, man? Thanks for being a member. Thanks for making it tonight. All right, so we got some organized crime events. Who do you want to hit on first? Two Gambino guys.
Okay, if anybody's into weightlifting, the Mr. Olympia contest in '73 was held in Brooklyn. Guess who won it?
In '73 was in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Was it the guy from Brooklyn? The deaf guy from Brooklyn?
No, it's somebody we know.
Arnold?
Of course.
Yeah.
And Frank Colombo. He was a short Sardinian guy. He came in second. The hope was Lou Ferrigno. Yep. Good guys though, sister. They used to. We had a gym in Ridgewood called the Olympia, and these guys used to come there and work out. And the guy Al who owned the Olympia used to have all the pictures of it was a steroid gym, Roy gym, whatever, and it had all the pictures of these guys back in the day. but that was a different time. Vietnam was over. Not technically, but the troops were coming back in 73.
Yeah.
Tony Orlando sings about it in the #1 song that year, Tie a Yellow Ribbon. Anybody remember that?
I don't. It doesn't ring a bell to me.
Tie a Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree. It was #1. Fucking, it's one of those songs where you kind of like want to throw your fucking shoe out the window.
Is that the #1 song that year? Really?
Yeah.
Really? What's that thing going off in the background there? What is that?
I'm sorry, my phone.
Driving me fucking nuts.
Hey,
God H remembers the song Around the Old Oak Tree.
Yeah.
Brian Bosek. Frank, a while ago, Henry Hill was on Stern Show. A guy called in talking shit to Henry for what he did and for befriending Frankie the fag. Do you know who he was talking about or who the caller was?
I don't. But those, those were those calls to stir shit up there.
A lot of setups. Yeah.
A lot of setups. Frankie the fag.
Yeah.
Oh, well, how you bring it up? It wasn't me, I'll tell you that. But yeah.
Sure about that, bro?
No, I'm positive. But
yeah, they would set up a lot of that shit. He used to do that to the Iron Sheik all the time. Fake Macho Man Randy Savages would show up. Iron Sheik used to flip out.
Frank, what gym wasn't a steroid gym back in the day? David, that's a good question. But I mean, this one in particular was. It was the Olympia Gym on Fresh Pond Road. And fucking, that's when you started seeing, where but that wouldn't be fair. I remember Rice Ball telling me, my brother, that he used to go to the gym and a couple of his friends used to go to the gym and they never, got big or anything like that. Then they would go down to Bensonhurst and go to those clubs. And those motherfuckers look like, hey, we eating fucking houses. You know what I mean?
Jeez.
They're like this and shit. So that was one of the first neighborhoods. Bensonhurst has always been kind of like a macho type of neighborhood. You know what I mean? But
on Crime Spot, I had Greg Valentino on there. I don't know if you ever heard of Greg Valentino. He's a famous bodybuilder. He's was in a documentary in the early 2000s, The Man Whose Arms Exploded, because they skewed the story a little bit. His arms were so huge that the story's a little fake with how they were saying it happened. Jason Diamond says Twin Towers beach photos all over Google search. Yeah, for some reason I must not have typed it the right way. But he was on my channel and we did a 3-hour interview because the guy loves to talk. He's a riot, dude. We should bring him on here. But he didn't want to talk about it. But when he was selling steroids, he was in the news. He got arrested. Janine Pirro was the one that busted him.
Oh, really?
He was all over the news. I have the news clip too. And
that's another hypocrite.
He was mixed up with
the black guys, one of the black guy's kids.
Sonny Black?
Yeah. He didn't want to talk about it, but yeah,
one of the black guy's kids.
That Bass chick used to live in Middle Village. We used to see her sometimes.
Nicole Bass?
Yeah, she lived in Middle
Village. Get the fuck out of here. Really?
100%.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and she was a fucking beast.
She was.
Oh,
she was.
Jesus Christ. Well, why would a woman do that why would a man do that never mind a woman?
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't make sense,
I don't know. Greg Valentino's interesting because he had spent most of his life natural, and then when he got into his 30s, something fucking hit him. He just said, "I'm going to start pumping steroids," and he's wild, dude. We got to get him on here. He's so fucking fun, dude. The guy's nuts. It's going to be like a 5-hour show if he comes on because he loves it. He can't stop talking. The guy.
I remember I was in talk at the fucking Rice Ball. It was like 95, 96, and a lot of shit was on my mind. So I was going to the gym, and I got into the synthetic stuff, and I started using, and I wasn't shooting no needles, and I got big. So the fucker goes to my uncle and he goes, "You know what? I think my brother's using steroids. I ain't talking to him, but maybe you could talk to him because he's getting too fucking, cut and big." He dropped dime on me.
That fucking thing's still going off.
These fucking people, I mean, it's just crazy. Oh, wait a minute.
Put it on vibrate like you do at night when you're in your bed by yourself.
Scott Hanna, thank you. $5.
Oh, thank you, Scott. All right, that was a good alert. All right, fucking
Jesus
Scott.
Christ.
Thank you, Scott.
Yeah, you know, he kind of dropped dime on me. So I denied it, of course. I'm not gonna tell my uncle I'm using fucking steroids. To him, it might have all been drugs. So, you know, you just deny it. You never commit to people who want you to commit to fucking bullshit because they're gonna use it against you always. So just tell them no. Unless it's fucking, I don't know, serious, whatever. But years later, I'm visiting him in jail. And he goes, and we're looking at somebody who just got locked up. We go, yeah, that guy's on steroids, rice ball. I go, yeah. And then my brother Phil is rice ball, by the way. Whatever.
Yeah.
So
Arancini Phil.
I go, yeah. He goes, well, you been doing it too, though. I told him finally. I said, he was in jail. Fuck it. I said, yeah, you know. But it was different, synthetic. But I would cycle them too. I would take like 300 pills.
Would you have the little glass vial ones, like the little things?
No, I was taking a Brazilian one. I forgot what that was, a 50 milligram pill, so I didn't have to take a lot.
We got to get Valentino on here.
And I used to take D-balls, which were
D-ball. That's what this fucking guy.
And there was the white ones. I used to get them from a Russian kid from that I knew at the gym.
Yeah.
And it was funny because that's what he was into, selling fucking steroids.
That was from Dominican Republic, I think. I think it called Dominican D-ball.
I got in them. They're different. I had the Russian ones and the Dominican ones.
Okay.
I took the Dominican ones. That's where Rice Ball found them because I had him in. He didn't live with me, but I had him in my bathroom. So obviously, you know, I lived in my mom's house. So he walks in and finds him in the bathroom. So they have like some Dominican guy flexing. So he like, oh, the genius that he is, put 2 and 2 together. And he said, this motherfucker's on steroids. I could tell. And that's why he went up to my uncle and told him, he goes, look, he's, but I guarantee you, knowing him and how jealous of a fucking person he is, it wasn't like he was doing it because he cared. It was doing it because he wanted to fucking make me look bad with my uncle. So it was like, you know, oh, your brother's looking good. What is he, going to the gym? Fuck, he's taking steroids. I found him the other day. You understand?
Yeah, no, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. That's what the fuck that's how he was.
Yeah.
You know?
Jason Diamond says, play one of the Sammy clips. All right, fine. Before we move on, let's see what I got.
All right, so you're pro-gay.
All right, so you're pro-gay. Thank you, Sally Bross's adopted son.
Oh, Sally Bross's adopted
there he is.
son. What's going on, my man? What's going on? Thank you for that. Those video. He sent me very good. Can't say what it was, but if he'd ever give me permission, I think that you guys would love what he sent me. Really good stuff. Stuff that fucking you do would just like, I don't know, tear his arms apart and go, hey, what do you got? What do you got? Or Bernstein would bang a piece of meat right in front of fucking everybody, just like a chicken cutlet, just to get what I got. He'd get salmonella of the prick.
Proletarian likes D-ball. All right, well, I'm going to hit up Greg Valentino this week. We're going to get him on the show.
Yeah, I don't
That's
do
what
that
I'm going to do. Sven Larson, what's going on? DL, Crumbum, what's going on? All right, so what do you want to get to? We're going to get to 2 guys in 73 who did their first piece of work.
Yes, sir.
Well, them actually did it. The other one was there, would go down for it. Him and Quack Quack wouldn't do that much time for it, but we'll talk about it. So who do you want to start with first? Let's start with this guy, the guy who apparently has a missing toe on his left foot. Toeless. Yeah. Toeless.
Well, hold on. Let's ask the chat. Which famous gangster, right? Boss, actually was a boss. Apparently, based on police records, right, had a missing toe. Had a missing
toe on his left foot.
Had a missing toe.
Let's see. Who do you think it is?
We do investigate.
Who do you think it is?
We do investigate here at.
Once we get the right answer, we'll play Sammy dancing to celebrate.
Oh yeah, he deserves it after
to celebrate. Once we got to get that right answer. Come on. We'll wait for it to come in.
Anybody?
David Price.
Where's Latrell?
On the dance floor.
trail.
Dance floor. David Price, you're right. Apparently, I don't listen.
How
I've
do you
never
know
heard
that?
that before. We haven't seen that. You're right. We haven't seen that. I try to chill with that a little bit. Clyde Tyrell, Paul Castellano. No, Paul Castellano had missing blood in his wiener. That's why he had to pump it up. Pump it up.
I had to see it, Bo. I had to see the pump, Bo.
So apparently, John Gotti had a missing toe on his left foot. We're going to show you why we say that in a second. So let's get into it. In 1973. All right, let's pull up some imagery here that we've set up for everybody tonight. Where are we looking? May 22nd, 1973. I'm sorry, I got to get rid of Phoenix's comment there. Two held, one sought in tavern slaying. Let's read this article. I got to make the screen bigger. Staten Island detectives early this morning arrested two men and are looking for a third who allegedly shot and killed a Port Richmond man in West Brighton Tavern, May 22nd. Angela Ruggiero, 33, of 11443 Sutter Avenue in Queens. And look how they Ralphie Wiggs Galleon, Ralph Giuliano of Bay Parkway in Brooklyn were booked at 9 a.m. in the station house. So this goes back to the James McBratney murder, which happened at the Snoop's Bar at 1149 Castleton Avenue. So they picked up those two guys first, and then they were looking for this guy over here to the right, Mr. John Gotti. What I thought would be interesting before we get to that would kind of, Frank, let's talk about what Gotti was up to at that point in his life. What was his criminal record like? What was he into? I actually got these from Willie Boy Johnson's FBI files, and this is basically his whole criminal record. And it goes into back 1958, apparently, burglary, storage. What is that? Storage? I guess that's a burglary. Petty larceny in 61. Unlawful entry, bookmaking records, possession of bookmaking records in 65. Attempted burglary, third degree in 65. He got 1 year for those 65 charges. Auto theft looks like in 64. Looks like he's got a lot of things going on. 65. 67, theft from interstate shipment. 69, possession of forged instrument. 69, we have theft from interstate shipment again. What do we got? A lot of shit in 69. Menacing in 72. And 74, murder. What murder? 1974, murder.
Well, that's for the murder. That's for the murder he committed in 73, though.
No, that's I guess when he went away. I guess that's what
I got you. Sentencing.
Murder, unlawful flight to avoid prosecution, murder in 74, and then attempted manslaughter. Yeah, so that's all like sometimes it's hard to like make sense of like with these years with like how they write it.
Sure.
But that was an event that happened. He crushed it doing cement or something, a promising construction worker. Okay. So this is like, I guess this is the intake right here. This is what I got from the files too. So John Gotti, 1498 East 91st Street in Brooklyn, date of birth, October 27th, 1940, 33 years old, scars, marks, tattoos, deformities, peculiarities, missing toe on his left foot. Telephone, refused. So he didn't want to get, I didn't give you my fucking number. I didn't give you my number. Amount of funds, $443. And so this is basically what was, this is his indictment. Pursuant to warrant issued October 73, indictment on October of 74. Because he was wanted. I don't have the full, but on the bottom, there's like a big wanted stamp on it.
Okay.
So they picked him up. And what would happen would be, well, this is the James McBratney incident, right? Now, there's like a whole mix-up of history with this thing where they try to connect it to the Manny Gambino incident. It really has nothing to do with that at all.
Really?
And, no, when you start looking into it, they're really not. There is a connection somehow. So the guy that kills Gambino is a guy by the name of Henry Robert Sentner. Not Senter. He's not Anthony Senter's uncle, which has been spreading. Someone's been spreading that fake news online forever. He has no relation to Anthony Senter. His name is Sentner. Apparently what really happened with that is they were involved in drugs. Manny Gambino, Sentner, and these other guys, and he owed him a bunch of money, and he was a part of something with kidnapping people. And when he went to meet him, he actually kills him before the kidnapping thing happens. And then he spins this whole thing. Yeah, send me the money or we'll let him go. Meanwhile, he's already fucking dead.
Already dead. Yeah.
To begin with.
Yeah.
Hey, FBI, what's going on, buddy? Already dead to begin with.
Yeah.
James McBratney was apparently involved with another kidnapping ring somewhere around that time with actual mafia guys, Italian organized crime guys that were in on this thing with them, and they were actually kidnapping people. So somehow that got back to administration or whatever it was, and they actually wanted to kidnap him, I'm pretty sure. And then it became a struggle in the bar, and I think Galleone got impulsive and just fucking whacked him right there.
Oh, okay.
Don't think it was supposed to happen like that. And I think that's why Ralphie Wiggs ended up getting killed after. They just like got rid of him. They were like, all right, this guy fucked the whole thing up.
The liability, he botched the fucking thing.
Right. They probably had bigger plans. I think they were trying to snatch him up. They were trying to get him out of the bar.
Gotcha.
And this fucking moron pulls out a gun and just ends up whacking him.
Wow. What's up, Squend? What's up, another fat ball Italian?
So that happens in 73. Him and Ruggiero, they go away. I don't know. They got him like manslaughter. They're out by like 77. And then they become made men in 77, both of them.
Okay.
Pretty sure a year earlier, his brother Gene gets made before him in 76. So that's one thing. Any thoughts on that?
No. I never knew that angle, that it really had nothing to do with the that McBratney, but it was like I know it was a way for him to get good with Gambino because he was always looking to get made like anybody else at the time. I guess they were a farm team at the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not at 31. I think he was a little bit too old for that. But
right.
Would have got made way before, I guess. What did he get made in 77?
77.
When he got out of jail.
Yeah.
And would he have got made a long time before that? For sure. But
and do we know that's like the first murder he was on? Who knows? We don't know that.
Yeah,
that's just kind of.
Exactly.
And back to that Sentner guy with the Manny Gambino thing. When he was in prison, they tried to poison him. They actually snuck him a poison drink. They almost killed his ass in prison.
No shit.
Now, fast forward to like 2017, when he's like 80 years old, he gets busted by the feds, like running some weed operation out in fucking the Midwest. He's still a criminal, this guy, this Sentner guy. He's like close to 80, and he's like running some fucking pot ring or some shit.
Right.
So he has a illustrious career as a criminal loser. I think he does like 15 years or something for the Gambino thing. Yeah. Actually, let's bring that up. But yeah, no relation to Anthony Sentner. I even seen that fucking Panisi repeat that thing one day. I'm like, what are you talking about, you fucking retard?
But Chad, the ghost is watching.
I mean, I guess you're not one of the intelligent people in the room, Panisi, if that's the type of shit that you're repeating.
That's just for the intelligent people. You ever hear that shit?
Why are you repeating that fake news for? So I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to show you how funny this is. Let's see. So Myrtle Beach, look at this. Myrtle Beach man who killed mafia figure pleads not guilty to drug counts.
The fuck?
So Cheyenne, Wyoming, 81-year-old man who was once convicted in the 70s killing a nephew of notorious mob boss Carlo Gambino pleaded not guilty to drug charges in Wyoming. Henry Sentner of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, this old fuck right here, entered a written plea through his public defender on Friday. Sentner was charged with possession of marijuana with intent to deliver and felony marijuana possession. He was speeding, and 35 pounds of weed he had on him was found in his vehicle. Imagine being 81 years old and driving around with 31 pounds of weed.
No. Reminds me of that movie, The Mule.
So that's what he was up to, in case you guys didn't know that.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think he deserves a story of his own.
Yeah. In sports in '73, if anybody gives a fuck, the Mets won they didn't win the World Series. They went to the World Series and lost in 7 games to the Oakland A's. And if you remember in that playoff game, in the pennant game against the Reds, that's if anybody remembers, and I've seen the clips. I was only 3. Bud Harrelson and Pete Rose got into it, right?
Yeah, that's the famous fight there. Yeah.
Right, they got into it, and Pete Rose obviously goes to work on Buddy Harrelson, who weighed about 120 pounds. And the crazy thing about that was Pete Rose played left field that game, and they had to bring him down to fucking third base because they were throwing bottles at him in left field at Shea Stadium because they were so fucked up. They were so fucked up over him beating on Buddy Harrelson, you know? So that's how he started playing third base.
The Big Red Machine.
Yeah, there was something else. There was something else.
Yeah. Is that bench? Morgan, Spada,
Tony Armas, George Forster,
Gibson,
Concepcion. No, Gibson was the Cardinal. Concepcion.
Durf.
Yeah, they had a very good team. Don Gullett was on that team. He was a pitcher. Who else was on that team? Dave Parker was it? No, he was a Pirate. He just passed away. Dave Parker.
He did?
Yeah, the 1979 We Are Family team.
Oh, okay.
Ken Griffey Sr. was on that team. That's right,
Ken
so
Griffey
yes,
Sr.
he was. Senior was on that team. Cesar Geronimo. Johnny Bench.
Oh, Durf. How could we forget Johnny Bench? Yeah. The original Pudge.
Seaver came after. Seaver was
Concepcion.
one of Concepcion was a shortstop. Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan, yeah. Second base. Yeah.
Tony Armas. They were a good team. They were a very good team. The pitching, but I'm trying to remember who.
So we talked about Toeless Joe Jackson and the shit that he got into in 1973.
Yeah.
But we're going to save the longest conversation, the craziest event for last.
Yeah, 1973. Does anybody remember 1973? Anything in particular? I was 3 years old. We lived on Hemrod Street and Knickerbocker Avenue. And I honestly, I mean, where I see the neighborhood start going down is about 77, all right? But this part of the area we're going to be talking about a little later of, you know, the border of Bushwick and Bed-Stuy right there on Broadway. It was by then it was starting to go. It was starting to it'd been a couple of years. It was going downhill, and we'll talk about that. But what else we got?
Yeah, so I wasn't alive. Roe, First Communion in 73, possibly 72. Scott was in 11th grade.
Okay.
That was before Scott made his way over to Hell's Kitchen, right, Scott? He was hanging out with the Westies in 77 over there. I remember in 73, it was crowded in my father's balls.
I read that. I said,
I would say the same, but I'm sure he reloaded and unloaded a bunch of times before I came. So I don't think I was around at all. But Sven Larson in 73, I was 10, third grader. There you go.
Wow.
Soto was 9. Joe Root turned 8. All right. A nice mature audience here. That's what we
That was great year for ready for this. If anybody's a music fan for Southern rock, I'm a big Southern rock fan. And 73 was the shit.
So we got like Allman Skinner, what's his name? The other
Marshall
one?
Tucker.
Marshall Tucker. Yeah.
Yeah. Believe it or not, Bad Company, even though they're from England, they have a real Southern rock sound. And you know,
was that Paul Rogers?
You know, Feel Like Making Love and all that good stuff. Bad Company, actually, the song.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Rusty Rastelli. There you go. Yeah. Right.
Rusty
73.
He became boss in
74, but 73 voted.
David Price actually right. And 74 Carmine Galante comes out. And who dies in 73? Someone Carmine Galante hated a lot.
Evola.
No, Evola died in like 72, I believe.
Okay.
No, freaking somebody. Carmine Galante hated this fucking guy. He hated him so much that he
Oh, okay. Yeah,
when
I
he
know.
got out, he blew up his fucking mausoleum.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Who the fuck does that? You have to be sick in the fucking head.
I'll wait for
You
the chat to answer, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Who died? There you go, Costello. Very good.
Yeah. Evely, 871, Costello 73. No, I was talking about Evola. How would you pronounce it? Evola? Ebola? How do you pronounce it?
Ebola.
Not
Not Ebola.
Ebola.
Ebola is a sickness.
Okay.
Ebola.
And I didn't say Ebola. Give me a break. Come on, fucking guy.
What happened?
Ebola.
Ebola.
Natalie Ebola.
Yeah. Chabola.
So that was 72. You said Ebola. Whatever. I
believe he died in 72. I could be wrong on that, but I'm not wrong on the 73 and homeboy Costello.
Right. Okay. So somebody else apparently. Now this is debatable. And this guy that I'm about to talk about, I've talked about till my fucking nose hairs fall out. Everybody knows. But this is debatable because, Frank, in the 80s, when Freddie Denome, Broadway Freddie, was cooperating, he had claimed that he knew that Roy DeMeo had killed somebody, and he couldn't say the guy's name. He didn't remember it right, but he said it close to the guy's name. So they chalked it up to this guy by the name of Joseph Umile, Umile. The only thing I know about him is not long before he was killed, he got busted in some loan sharking ring or whatever. And they chalked it up to, that must have been Joseph Umile. But they don't know. They think Roy might have killed him, but they know for sure. Most commonly referred to Roy DeMeo's first murder. It occurs on July 29th, 1973. Mr. Paul Rothenberg, a smut king, shot down in Nassau. There's Paul Rothenberg. This guy was worth a lot of money, Frank. This guy lived in Sands Point, Long Island. A real Gatsby boy, this guy. So Paul Rothenberg of Old House Lane in Sands Point, Long Island, Nassau. Cops described him as a self-employed photo finisher. But New York City police said he had managed a large film laboratory that supplied hardcore pornographic movies to Times Square and smut mills and similar establishments throughout the country. So they had raided. He had a film lab down in Spring Street called Arrow Film Labs, and this is actually when it was raided. Porno posse puts Passel in a pokey. What an article.
Nobody puts Passel in a pokey.
Yeah, porno posse puts Passel in a pokey. So there's Rothenberg over there. And this is the guy over here. Supreme Court Justice George Roberts views porn film at raid scene. So police, accompanied by a judge and an assistant district attorney, raided a film laboratory 2 blocks from police headquarters yesterday to grab $250,000 worth of what police officials called the filthiest junk I've ever seen. Cops said one of the 10 to 14-minute 8mm color films seized showed a female porno queen committing unnatural sex acts. The film was entitled Deep Throat Number 5. I didn't know they got up to number 5. That's interesting.
That's a lot of deep throating.
That's interesting. Deep Throat, by the way, financed by the mob, in case you guys didn't know that. So 75 Spring Street, Arrow Film Labs. There you go. So this is Paul Rothenberg. Now, by this time, actually back to Deep Throat.
Yeah.
In the beginning credits, if you ever watched Deep Throat in the beginning, there is a production credit, a guy's name that pops up on the screen, and the name is Lou Perry. Can anybody tell me who Lou Perry actually is?
That's not his real name?
No. Can anybody tell me, I'll give it a second, who Lou Perry actually is?
Can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it DB?
No.
Okay, that's it for me then.
I'll just say it was Louis Pereno of the Perenos who were with the Colombo crime family, and that's who financed it.
Oh wow. Okay.
They had a company called Bryanston Pictures, and they were financing. They're actually, for anyone that doesn't know this, Bryanston Pictures is the production company that put out Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They actually distributed Chainsaw Massacre throughout the United States. It was Bryanston Pictures that distributed that made it what it was. They also distributed John Carpenter's first film. So they were actually doing a lot of fucking shit, these guys. And of course, Deep Throat. And if you ever see Lou Perry, that's Pereno. There was a bunch of Perenos. Did he put out Poltergeist? You know what? I'm not sure. It's possible. If you see a Bryanston Pictures on Poltergeist, then yeah, then he did. But I'm not sure about that. So what happened by the time they had gotten raided here, Roy DeMeo had already muscled in on him, and he was already extorting him. So come to find out, he gets raided. He's probably going to rat. So what does this guy right here do, this sick son of a bitch, at 33 years old? He calls Rothenberg to a meeting on Sunday morning at the Landmark Diner, which is on the border of Queens and Long Island, which is in Roslyn, Long Island. You ever been down there, Frank? Manhasset, the Miracle Mile, Americana Mall?
Yeah. Of course.
Right across the street from the Miracle Mile, Americana Manhasset, is actually where, and this is something I filmed a long time ago. So this is one of the busiest fucking places on a Sunday morning. You have a diner, the Landmark Diner. There's probably a bunch of people eating breakfast over here. This is the original Landmark Diner. It is now a couple of properties up. And this is basically where this happens on the Sunday morning, where he whacks this guy right on Northern Boulevard. At the alleyway between the original Landmark Diner and that corporate building structure right there. So that's another thing that happens in 1973. Another fun historical fact is that the Landmark Diner that's there now is a double-decker diner, which is the first one in the United States. Isn't that fun?
Wow.
The first double-decker multi-floor diner in the United States. Isn't that cool?
You think there would be more, right? I don't
Right,
know.
that was the first one. You'd think there would be more.
Yeah,
Only
right.
Crime Spot watches the credits of Deep Throat. Hey, listen, buddy. Listen. For research purposes only. For research purposes only, buddy. Yeah, Chainsaw Massacre, Rocky Horror. Rocky Horror, did they distribute Rocky Horror Picture Show? Is that true?
No, what he's trying to say, he's seen them together like it's a double feature.
Oh, like a midnight, some Midnight Madness.
Yeah.
Landmark Diner served me Raisin Bran. Sorry to hear that with roaches.
Have you ever seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Of course, I've seen it probably more times than I should have.
Yeah, it's always like one of those chick things, you know. You want to go, yeah, sure.
I'm a fan. I am a fan.
I'm hiding in the fucking aisles. I'm like, I hope one of my old friends don't find out I'm in here.
I'm a fan. You gotta love the Meatloaf cameo. That's my favorite part.
The Time Warp.
You got the Time Warp. Yeah. A lot of great songs. No, I like Rocky Horror a lot. Tim Curry's great.
Tim Curry is.
You gotta follow the plot to the end.
Tim Curry is good. He really is. I seen him in a show. Wise Guy. Remember Wise Guy with Ken Wall?
Wise Guy with Ken Wall.
Yeah, it was on CBS. So he's an undercover. He's kind of like a Donnie Brasco-esque kind of FBI agent, and infiltrates organized criminal organizations. And at one time, he goes after a Tim Curry and character who's like a heroin addict, and him and his sister are they run a criminal organization.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So when I was this is funny. I was actually having a conversation with somebody yesterday, talking about like you have that conversation with your friends. Have you ever met anyone famous? Have you ever seen anyone famous in real life?
Yeah.
We're talking about. I'm like, you know what? Honestly, like celebrities don't impress me. I really don't care. I can see anybody. I really don't give a fuck. I said, but you know what? I was at a concert at Madison Square Garden once with my mom, and we had good seats, and Tim Curry came walking by. That was kind of cool. I will say that when I saw Tim Curry, that was kind of cool. But other than that, like, I mean, I'm not really like, I really don't care about that stuff. But being that he came up, I seen Tim Curry before, ladies and gentlemen. He walked right by me. Isn't that cool?
Who?
Tim Curry.
Oh, Tim Curry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're talking. Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
I met Tyson one time. I got a great story. So I met him twice, actually.
Who?
Once in Mike Tyson.
Is that right, man? Let me tell you about it. Tell me about it, man.
Well, well, that was before, and then Slash came in that same day. So I was in Goldfinger's in Manhattan, and he comes in. He comes in with Bought Sugar, who he ends up not talking to at one time. He's the little guy, the boxing expert. Bought Sugar, whatever the fuck, and he has a couple of other young kids with him. I don't think they were age to get there. It was like Tuesday or Wednesday, and this will be right before he's supposed to fight Holyfield the first time, but then he goes to jail and he never gets to fight him, right? So he comes in, he looked in fucking great shape, could tear somebody apart, whatever. I'm there with this guy Nino from he owned Giannini's, a part owner. So we were there. We would go there maybe 2-3 times a week, and I look at him and I go like this. I go, "Hey man, hey, kick Holyfield's ass," and he looks at me and he goes, "Thanks a lot, man," just like that. And I'm like, oh, wow, he does talk like that. But you know what the thing about him is? He's big. People say, well, he don't look big in the ring. He's 6 fucking foot. He's 5'11" and a half. He's not small. And he's just fucking stocky. And then another thing about him, his fucking face is like, his jaw is like this fucking big. You could tell this guy, he could like take a bite out of you. No pun intended. He
I'll eat your ass. Remember that? I'll eat your asshole.
Come here, you Biff.
I eat your children. I eat your ass.
Yeah. But he was fucking big. And then Slash comes in from Guns N' Roses that day.
Is that right?
And then he comes because they were performing in Madison Square Garden. He has a bodyguard with him too. So did Tyson. He had another big black guy with him. But so does Slash. He has a guy that's about fucking 6'8". They sit down. He gets a thing of Jack Daniels. He don't drink no more or smoke, right? So that's funny. He gets a thing of Jack Daniels and 2 fucking packs of Marlboro. You could smoke back then, and it was kind of surreal, But
Yeah.
Is he really that tall? He always looks shorter. Who? Tyson? Yeah, he's 5'11". He's not short. I know he looks short because he's fighting guys that are 6'6", 6'7". 6'3", 6'4", so he looks a lot shorter. Well, Diaz, 5'11" when you're Mike Tyson and you weigh 220 is big.
Right, thunder thighs and all that shit.
Fuck yeah, it's steel. You know what I mean? Then I meet him again with the same guy because I always hung out with this guy, and his kid was with us too. It was a restaurant in Mr. Chow's. So my friend. This time, my friend introduced me to them. My game elevated a little bit by that. He had come out of jail, so I talked to him for a little while. But he was fat, and they explained it to me. He's like 250. He goes, "That's his natural weight. When he gets back to the gym and starts working out, he works that down. But he's usually about 240, 250." I said, "I didn't know that."
Well, he did have an era there in the 2000s, like the Hangover era, where he was fat, like he was not healthy.
He was fat. Well, he was
not in good shape.
No, don't get me wrong. He still looked like a football player, but
he wasn't healthy.
He looked like not like fat, but you could tell he had a little bit of a belly. When I see him,
it's like the worst kind. It's like one of them hard bellies where
yeah. He had some chick with him, so he had some like a hood rat. Spanish chick must have got him from Bushwick or something like that, straight out of fucking Bushwick.
Must have been from Bushwick, huh?
Yeah. So he has his guy waiting outside. Obviously, his driver, and he buys this like 800 fucking bottle of wine. Doesn't even finish it, and neither does she. I knew the maitre d' there, the waiter stuck it in the back, fucking to drink it after he left right away. The guy comes in and tells him, "Hey," he goes like this. So that must have meant like, that's your wife on the phone or something. And he ran right out. He came back. They got her and they left. And he left that fucking wine there.
Shit.
97, about 97, 96. Yeah.
Okay.
So
All
that's
right.
my Tyson story, and I'm sticking to it.
Steve the
I met
Gypsy
everybody.
saw Tyson in the Beverly Hilton 8990. Interesting. There you go.
Wow, yeah, that's when he was a fucking beast.
Sven Larson, 5'11" is even tall for me. I'm 5'4".
5'11" to me is 6 foot, and if he puts on sneakers, he's what, 6'1".
Right.
So he's not. You don't want to get hit with fucking someone that big, you know.
Dennis
That-
Rodman.
That's running back stuff. Well, a big running back, you know, who's 5'11", maybe 5'11" and a half at 220.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a big boy.
John Gotti was not gay.
This fucking guy, he used to pay fucking Sam. You know, Sammy used to pay people. My kids are 6'1" and 6'4". They all girl. Really, Lisa? Holy shit!
6'4" girl.
What the fuck? That's the tallest Italian.
I mean,
woman
6'1"
ever.
is
She's the
wild.
tallest
6'4"
Italian girl ever in Italian girl size. 6'4". Jeez.
Wow.
I don't think I ever seen.
I was gonna say, I hope they play sports or do something. Yeah, volleyball. Wow.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
6'4". That's super intimidating. So man, I mean, I'm sure they're. I was just gonna say, look, oh, that's your husband is 6'7". I was gonna say, I bet their boyfriends or husbands are like freaking 7 foot tall.
You know, I'm on the air.
Look at this guy taking.
You go. You're fine. I'll give you a shout out.
Look at this guy taking calls.
All right.
You know what?
All right.
That's what's gonna happen here. You get fucking bammed.
So yeah, basically I tell everybody I'm on. I don't understand. But I guess people you know.
Look at this. What the fuck, Frank?
It's love, man. It's love. I can't, you know what I mean?
It's business.
Yeah, I'll be right. Yeah, when I'm not doing this. Lisa PM, my oldest son is 6'2". I'm barely wow. I'm gonna have him beat now. Yeah. Well, I'm short, so
Yeah, we're all my grandfather on my mom's side was tall. He was like 6'3", 6'4".
right.
So and my uncles on that side, they're all like 6'1" to 6'2". But I ended up with a dad that was average height. So I'm about 5'10". Then my cousin Matt, he's like 6'4", because he had his dad happened to be tall. Our grandfather was really tall. So I always wished I was 6 feet. If I could just have that fucking little. What are you, a drug dealer? That was Pizza calling him. Hey, you guys seen Pizza with that Pittsburgh Steelers dashiki that he's wearing lately?
What the fuck is that?
That shit looks like he got that shit in Zimbabwe or something. He's got this Pittsburgh Steelers shirt that he wears, and it looks like one of them African pullovers. I don't know where he got it.
Don Tundes is fucking pissed. He's pissed at me. He goes, on our first members only, Frank. The fuck?
Yeah, I know.
He ain't wrong. You're right. You're actually right.
The first members only. Let me look at this guy.
Throw away the keys.
Ow.
Throw away the keys.
I have something nice for you guys, but it's all up to the guy who gave it to me, because I gotta be respectful.
Yeah.
Totally respectful. I love this guy. He's a really good guy. He sent me something. I'm like, fuck, you guys would love it. I mean, it was. I'm telling you, we were talking about this is the type of stuff like fucking Scott Berman. He could get like, what's his name? Scott Bernstein.
Yeah.
Scott Bernstein could get like, what do you call it when forgiven? When you call it the
source info?
No, when he could be forgiven for all the bullshit because now people believe him.
Oh, that ain't a dashiki, it's a moo. Can be forgiven? Right, forgiven.
When guys they find out the guys didn't do it after 30 years in jail.
Oh, pardon.
He could be pardoned. He could be pardoned for all the bullshit.
Commuted. He could be commuted.
He could be like, oh, you do talk to fucking wise guys, don't you? He goes, yeah, I got it right here. If you live in Bernstein, I might sell it to you if it's okay with the other guy for about fucking. You can save your career if you know what's
exonerated. That's the word.
Exonerated. Thank you, Roro. That's why you're the brains over here, Roro. That's why you know it's definitely not us. Would you say first pardoned? No, that wasn't bad though.
Pardon, Redeemed, Delusional, Bill
Berman. Bill Berman. So do you want to get to the best part of the night?
Yeah.
Fuck
Bernstein
it
is
if
a
it
hack.
makes sense. Yeah, it's pretty good too. Go ahead, sir.
Ding, ding, ding. You want to watch some? Let's watch a report on it first, so we can get the vibes.
Sounds like a deal. This happened in the Bushwick-Bed-Stuy border. Go ahead.
So this 73 report. This is from Hezakiah News. If you guys know this guy, not the biggest fan because he had a little drama with another creator at one point. But whatever. He's not going to know we're playing this anyway because this is members only, and Hezakiah News is not a member here. So this is a 1973 special report. It's about 10 minutes long, but I think maybe we'll just watch like the first 3 or 4 minutes together, and then we'll start breaking down exactly what the hell you guys are looking at. So let me share the screen. This is in 1973. So this happens. I have the date right here. This is actually like a 47-hour event. This is a marathon event. This is longer than the Honeymooners marathon. This happened on January 19th to January 21st, a total of 47 hours in Brooklyn, New York. So let's share the screen.
Hit it.
Hit it. So let's share the screen. All right, let's pull it up. And we are live.
47 hours of violence, tension, and confrontation ended late Sunday in Brooklyn, only after 9 hostages managed to escape from a sporting goods store where 4 gunmen had barricaded themselves after police broke up a robbery attempt late Friday. The gunmen, who identified themselves as being Muslims, then surrendered, and even as they were being booked, reports were circulating that their robbery attempt was to obtain guns, possibly for use in self-defense and possibly against members of other Muslims. This theory got more than its share of credibility after an attack at this house in Washington last Thursday, in which 7 people, all members of a Muslim sect, were killed. Today, a spokesman of the Washington group accused the followers of Elijah Muhammad, another Muslim sect based in Chicago, of the murders. The Nation of Islam has made no reply as yet to today's charges. Violence has been associated in the public mind with the Muslims since the mid-60s when Malcolm X was slain. But the tens of thousands of American blacks who call themselves Muslims have also won quiet admiration and commendation for the constructive aspects of their community, aspects not generally publicized.
Okay, we got it.
Charges homicide, robbery, 1. He's been advised of his constitutional
That's
rights.
correct.
Taking him inside the lodging himself.
Right, turn on.
Oh, right out.
Okay, good. You're going ahead. Go ahead.
Here.
The third man.
Okay, go ahead. We're all set. Tomorrow afternoon, the presentation of evidence concerning the incident at the sporting goods store on Broadway will be presented to the grand jury.
The incident at the sporting goods store on Broadway. Tower King from the Penal Colony. What's going on, my man? How are you? Okay, so basically, we're talking about the event once again, January 19th to the 21st, a 47-hour siege. So this involves Shulab Abdur Rahim, 24 years old, Daud Raham, 22, Yusuf Abdallah Al-Musarig, 23, and Salih Ali Abdullah, 26. Can I pronounce? Yes, I can.
That's pretty good.
Can he pronounce, my brother? Yes, he can.
All right. And this is an
Daud A. Ramin, not to be mistaken with Michael Daud A. Ramin.
Yeah,
Shout out
exactly.
to Jeff.
927 Broadway. We have John and Al. What is that? John and Al's, right? That's what it's called.
John
Frank?
and Al's, yes, sporting.
John and Al's Sporting Goods Store, which is owned by two guys, coincidentally, two former employees who worked for the previous owner who happened to be killed at the place. So that's what's really going on in this town. So, Frank, what is going on? Let's talk about this event that happens. We have some photos here from the town. We got the perp walk. We have what's going on the streets over here. And we have this 4 bandits vow to fight to death, threaten to kill the hostages. This is pretty crazy. Go into it.
Yeah, very crazy. So basically, these guys, these 4 African-American individuals are part of a Sunni Muslim kind of Nation of Islam type of sect. So the day before, on the 18th, the same kind of denomination of this denomination of the sect of Sunni Muslims were killed. 7 of them. It was pretty unfortunate in DC. They killed small children were involved. So these guys were like, fuck, man, we're splitting up from the Nation of Islam. We got a sort of a civil war, if you will. So why don't we go to fucking Broadway over there in this show, in this shop, because they're selling guns. And you know what gets me out of this, stars?
Yep.
John and Al Sports. That was there for 1930s. They were selling guns in stores and back then. You know that?
Yeah.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that they were actually selling fucking guns right there. I mean, like talking about putting gasoline on fire. Everything's going on. But I guess people have to protect themselves as well. So that was going on. They walked in there. They want to protect themselves. They figure they're next. And where are we going to get guns? Well, let's go down to John and Al's over there and see what we can do. And they do. They go in there. Somebody puts the alarm. It hits the 90th precinct. And there you go. You got a fucking situation. Guns. They got the guns. They start shooting at each other. And one of the cops gets hit right away, right in the head. He's done. And so they have a situation. A negotiation. There's people in there. There's hostages in there. How many hostages did they have in there about?
I don't recall how many hostages. So, I don't know. It's a store. It's the workers and whoever is there at the time.
It's about 12. So
this is the crowd outside, as you can see.
Right. And what makes this a precedent case is not so much, unfortunately, right, that the cop gets killed. And let me get the cop's name. I don't want to be unsympathetic, to what happened, because that's what it was about. And what his name was? Shit, I'm looking for his name. You got the cop's name there?
This is at 927 Broadway at the time. Actually, this is what it looks like today. So not really much has changed.
Yeah, no.
Pretty similar. I'll get the cop's name. Let's see. All right. Incident began browsing. Stores.
I can't find him.
So Officer Frank Carpentier was struck in his knee.
Yeah, but it wasn't him.
It's against his wishes. Gilroy?
Yes, Gilroy. That's his
Officer
name.
Gilroy.
Officer Gilroy. And they even hide his name. They made it a thing because this was one of the first hostage negotiation link thing that went down. And behind there was this guy named Al Scholzberg. And he was a traffic cop, but he had a degree in psychiatry. So they had him become the guy who was talking to these criminals and whatever to make sure that they would come out, and
right.
And that's what happened. So they made it all about him. But this went on for fucking 2 days.
Yeah, 47 hours. They held these hostages inside this sporting goods store.
Yeah. And the funny thing about it had like this miniature tank at one time because a lot of people were scared. They were hiding. Who was hiding in the pool hall? They had like a whole bunch of people in the pool hall because they were shooting at each other. Like, I mean, for what seemed like 5 minutes of bullets going all over the fucking place. So they get this little tank going, thinking to retrieve the people. They got nervous inside and they start shooting again. One of them has got shot in the leg, though. The leg or the
got shot in the kneecap, I believe, one of the cops.
Kneecap. So he's hurting. And they're still on like a mezzanine level with the hostages down, the mezzanine part of the store. Apparently, it was a big store. And there you go. You see them hiding. So they want to pick up like the normal people that were there that are hiding. So they send this little tank. When they see the little tank, they just fucking start shooting at the tank. Pop, 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 pop. You know, well, we ain't gonna do this. That the people in the pool hall right next door, they were like, and I remember that place because I passed by there so many times. There was a movie theater there too. All the reporters were at the movie theater. This is what New York was insane.
Yeah.
The people in the pool house said, fuck this. This is like fucking 12 hours later. You know, they're probably fucking all junked up and shit, peeing there. And they're like, fuck this. I'm getting on. They just left. What happened? You had like a dog day afternoon kind of situation, you know, with all the crowds out there. So you had half of the crowd for the cops and the other half of the crowd for the fucking for the hostages. You know, they started yelling and everything right around the perimeter and going crazy. So the real hero on this is Scholesberg. He goes there, he starts talking to them. People, Benjamin Ward is actually the police commissioner at the time.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what, go ahead, leave him alone, see what he can do. And he's like, go ahead, give me a hostage and I'll give you what you want. They go, well, we want a doctor and we want food. So this guy goes, well, if you want food, that means you want to live. And people who, you know, so we're not really, now we're not worried too much. You know, if you want food, you want to live, you want to negotiate. So that gives me time. He goes, listen, the last resort is they want to go to the airport and leave the fucking country and let go of the hostages. They're like, okay, we'll do that. You know what I mean? They're like, fuck it, let's do it. At least this is like the same mentality they use today when you rob a bank. Look, stop nobody. We don't need no guns. We'll catch them. And this was 1973. This is the way this guy thought. He was ahead of his time. His way of dealing with hostages is basically what they use today in other countries, in our countries today. You know, before that, they used to let the fucking cops go in there and just tear all the shit up. Whoever died. It didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? They just fucking did what they had to do.
And a year before this is the Dog Day Afternoon situation.
There's a Dog Day Afternoon. We got the Berlin, the Munich. You got the Munich Olympics where the athletes were killed. I think it was 11 athletes. And that negotiation fucking thing was just pure a fiasco. See, if they should have did it that way, they should have said, okay, you guys want to leave the hostages and we'll let you leave. We'll catch you. We'll catch you eventually. The Mossad would have caught him anyway. But no, they started shooting at them. They sniped at them and they got crazy. But that was Germany. Let's get back to Brooklyn. Yeah, because I don't want to lose myself. So basically, he's talking to them, and he's doing his part. It wasn't bad, but he gave them enough time, and he takes credit for like de-escalating. That's a popular word these days.
De-escalating the situation,
the situation. But there was a wall on the other side of this place because this place was a big place, and it had a thin wall and a stairway that went up. And while they were talking, something happened where the hostages went on the other side, and one of the guys that were there, some were digging from underneath. They wanted to dig from the store underneath to get the hostages, and there was guys on the roof. The guys on the roof seen the stairway, but the stairway was hidden, and the hostages kind of seen it. So when they opened up the fucking door, they all went upstairs, and they got rescued. The guys panicked. So what are we going to do now? So they talked them to come out. They go, just come out and forget about it. You know, with 2 days later, naturally they would have, you know, once they got the hostages back in the day, they would have went in there firing like nobody's business.
Yeah, of course.
And then they took them. Then they gave themselves up. and they give this guy Schulzberg a lot of credit. And he worked with the department for a while. He was also a professor in St. John's University after that, in examining the criminals and what's not, especially in negotiations and situations like that, which is well needed. I mean, we're always going to have situations, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He does a lot of work with the Stockholm syndrome. That's one of those when hostages start identifying with their captors. That's actually a situation that happened in Sweden a long time ago. But this is where they were. Black Americans that call themselves Muslims. Yeah, I know.
I don't remember the last high-profile hostage situation
In the States, you have them a lot. You just don't hear about it. A lot of domestic where the guy wants to kill himself and his wife or off himself.
Yeah,
you get a lot of those situations, But that's what was going on at the time, But
so they did make a documentary on this.
They did.
Event. Hold Your Fire. I guess IFC Films. I guess IFC Films made it, and I think you could. I don't know. There's like 30 or 40-minute thing, and there's a trailer. So I don't know if you could maybe watch it for free on YouTube. Let's watch the trailer though. I haven't watched the trailer for it.
It's pretty good.
Let's check it out. So this is the trailer for the documentary they made.
Two guys asked me to pick up something from the bottom shelf. And when I stood up, the guy had a 25 automatic. Puts it to my head. Someone outside.
Was that Joe the Wrestler's dad?
4 terrorists had been surprised inside the store on Friday afternoon.
No, they didn't know who we were. Holy crap, 12 hostages inside a sporting goods store loaded with firearms. We opened the door. There were cops everywhere.
That's when things went haywire.
The perps certainly had evil intent. Kill the hostages, go out in the blaze of glory. We didn't want to go out in the blaze of glory. Well, if you're going to execute me, and I got all these guns in it, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to defend myself. All my life, police was killing black people. I know for a fact that cops aren't racist. We never discriminate against anybody.
A story of violence inside a sporting goods store in Brooklyn.
Botched robbery, killed a police officer. I don't think that they believed they could get out alive.
Bullets was flying all over the store. They wanted blood.
I was terrified. We're through.
Cops usually wind up overreacting. Kill them all. No. I believe in talking.
Harvey Schlossberg. He didn't look like a cop. He didn't act like a cop.
But he had his PhD in psychology.
I believe police can influence people without bullying.
The most difficult thing in the world to change is culture. Now we got to talk to these individuals.
It was revolutionary. This is the birthplace of hostage negotiation. You're looking to find that key that opens that guy's head. My mother?
Do anything you can to make a conversation. You must get them to talk.
We're trying to figure out a way to hit this thing.
The crowd got out of hand.
You might have a massacre on your hands.
Nobody really knows what the next move is going to be.
Just give me a reason to kill you.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, Bob.
I want him out alive.
Looks
Like I
great.
said, that looks pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good. I'm gonna watch that.
It's also a bit of a liberal approach. Look at this. It's not definitely it's not pro.
I get it.
Cop.
Yeah.
But these fucking guys went in there with the intentions to do what they got to do, and anybody who went in their way would have got fucking nailed. Now, back to the cops back in '73. Forget about what they were. That guy said, "Not all cops are racist. A lot of you are." So, this guy was the mediator. Thank God for guys like what's his name?
Schlossberg
or whatever, because he saved a lot of lives with his approach, and like I said, the banks use that system today.
They brought his mom and everything. They thought it.
Yeah,
I guess it's what you would call a very holistic approach. It's a very holistic approach to negotiating a hostage situation.
Well, the dog day afternoon is funny too. I mean, If you ever watch that, apparently they bring his transvestite. Well, it just never happened. So the guy robs a bank in Brooklyn, right? So just in case you guys haven't seen it, and I don't want to bore you that have, I'll be quick. He robs a bank in Brooklyn with his accomplice, so he could get his lover who an operation, a sex change. And in the movie, they actually have one of the Sarandons play Leon, the transvestite, and he's brought he's brought to a barber shop to call the actual main character, Sonny Al Pacino, and tell him to give himself up while the cops are listening to it. It's real 70s New York. If you haven't seen it, it's a must. Put it down.
John Cazale.
What happened?
I said John Cazale.
John Cazale. Oh, yeah. It's Fredo. Fredo's in it. Hey, Sonny, can you do me a favor? He goes, what? Can you tell him I'm not gay?
Our biggest contribution in history, a fucking syndrome. Hey, you got Swedish fish, too. Do you got Swedish fish in Sweden? Or is that a stupid American thing? It's called Hold Your Fire, Roro. IFC made it. So I don't know. There is something that I see when you type in the Hold Your Fire doc that's like a 35-minute thing. I don't know if the documentary is that short, but I don't know what it is. But Hold Your Fire, IFC Films. Check it out. It looks pretty good. I was in county jail with that guy in 2003, Big Mouth. Oh, one of the robbers in the Stockholm Syndrome case died recently. One of Sweden's most infamous criminals in drug traffic. Oh, shit. You were in county.
Oh.
Really?
Wow.
Sister. I'm not racist. I have 2 African-American friends.
Yeah, isn't that like, yeah, I do have my African-American friend.
All right, so you're pro-gay.
I tell him that joke every time. He thinks it's the funniest fucking thing. I go, look, I got one black friend.
Yeah. Such a great movie. More homework for me. Yeah. Attica.
Those were,
We should do an Attica episode. This is something I thought about doing on Crime Spot, but maybe we can do it here, where we can speak about infamous criminals of the Attica riots. There's a few to speak about. There's a few. We got Jerry the Jew, of course. But there's a couple other good ones in there running around.
He's one of them. But I think, was Joe Gallo there? That's 71.
I don't think Joe Gallo's in the Attica riots. No.
Okay. When's he come out of jail? When does Joe Gallo get out of upstate?
He gets out before that. Does he get out of like?
I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a total blank. Sorry about that.
He gets out in. I want to say he gets out in like 70. 69, 70? When does Joe Gallo get out of prison? Joe Gallo released. We get fucking the guy from MLB.
Oh, yeah.
Released from the.
Yeah, bro. I'm waiting for that documentary too, the Manny Grossman one. I can't wait.
Oh, 71. So he was released in 71. Okay.
Oh, wow. Early. And I don't know if he was in Attica, at that point.
71.
Boston Smitty says 71.
71. Okay. 71. There you go.
And he gets killed in what year?
The next year.
He last 1 year on the street?
Right.
Wow.
April 7th, 72. Yeah, the next year. So he gets out on his birthday he gets whacked.
Yeah. It's never, back in the day especially, it was never good when a guy came out getting to action right away. It was always bad juju.
Yeah. I feel like I was just going to say something. Oh, the prisoners of Attica. So we got Jerry the Jew, Jerry Rosenberg. We spoke about him a little bit with Frank Lino.
Yeah.
Spoke about him. We got Winston Mosley, the Kitty Genovese killer.
Really?
We got Harvey Marcellin, who I covered on my channel, Harvey Marcellin, who is transgender today, is currently sitting in Rikers Island. I have no updates on the case. He is they call him a serial killer. He killed one person in the 60s. He killed one person in the 80s. And then he decides to kill somebody in 2023 at 81 years old. The octogenarian serial killer.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
He killed a woman. Harvey Marcellin, or he calls himself Marcellin Harvey now. Identifies as a transgender, I said. Transgender, currently sitting at the Rose M. Singer Center on Rikers Island. I want to talk to Harvey Marcellin. So we have Harvey Marcellin.
Yes.
We got Winston Mosley. We got Jerry the Jew. And I'm trying to see. There's got to be a mob guy or two running around there, right? We got to find out.
Somebody in our fucking chat room that knows this shit.
There's got to be a mob guy running around there, right?
Yeah.
I saw the Dahmer series on Netflix. I don't know if I could. So this is a docu series, Lisa. It's not like a movie like what they did with the Dahmer thing, where they made like a movie out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a docu series.
Yeah, he was a scumbag. Fucking, they both were. But that Dahmer one, fucking, he went behind his fucking.
That's sick. He's a fucking sicko.
No, he's a sicko, man. I'm glad. Yeah, and to have the audacity to go into jail and fucking just brag about what he was doing. I didn't figure him to be that guy. I'm surprised they didn't kill him earlier.
Don't want to say it, but Gene is going down that road with the shit he's saying on YouTube. What is he saying? Did you see Gene get the Gemini method on YouTube?
What do you mean?
So there's a guy called Trout House Films who I do not like AI. It's kind of annoying, but he has figured out this AI thing that he does where he makes like these. Have you ever seen this guy, Trout House? He's got like no followers. I share his stuff on my channel because I think it's so fucking cool. So he did this thing where he does like DeMeo stuff, Westy stuff. And he did this thing for the Gemini method, which is obviously, if you guys don't know the method, and Roy DeMeo's, look, Frank's phone's still going off. Can you believe this fucking guy? So he did this thing with the Gemini method, and it's actually, he actually puts an AI transgender. He actually does. Persico was in Attica at the time? Really? I gotta
that's what I was looking at.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's look into that one. So he does. So guys, follow Trout House, and if you do follow Trout House, if you do follow and you do a comment, say Brett from NYC Crime Spot sent you over. So you're gonna love this, Frank. This is so fucking funny. So this is Trout House, and he did a Gemini method thing. So let's check this out. And Gene Borello gets whacked in it. This is crazy what this guy does. I love it. Look at this.
I'm watching.
You're watching your fucking phone. That's what you're watching.
I'm watching.
You're gonna be watching the butt of my gun, Bo. If you don't stop.
You got me looking. I thought that was fucking Sammy for real.
I'm gonna get you like Peruta, Bo. Watch.
Oh shit!
It's crazy shit, bro. But watch, Gene Borello comes walking in. Look at this. Look at this.
Come on, Bo. Borello gets whacked, Bo. You gotta watch it, Bo.
Look at this.
Jesus Christ.
Here's Harvey.
Oh wow.
So there's Borello. He's gonna get tied up, and they're gonna drain him.
Wow, is that what the fucking? Right.
Yeah, proletariat. Yeah, glory days. Yeah, glory days.
Glory days.
Yeah, so this shit's crazy. This guy does crazy shit on this show. I don't know how he does it. I got to email him. I got to ask him what he's doing over there.
That's crazy.
He made this other one. Let's play this one. This one, he put my buddy Pete the Pick in, which obviously I thought was pretty fucking cool. Check this one out. This is the first one he did. This was the first one he did that I saw that he came out with that I thought was fucking cool. Oh, Sammy's in this one. He put Sammy in this. Watch.
What's going on, Bo?
You see all these people? If I had 2 9mm on me, I could kill all these people in a matter of seconds.
Diane Sawyer said.
Probably half of them, maybe more, would die of a fucking heart attack once you start shooting.
I gotta get out of here, Bo. This guy's too weird for me, Bo.
Here's Pete. Oh,
hey Pete.
I showed him this. He was like, "What the fuck is that? You kidding me?"
He's like, what the fuck? How do you do that?
Neil.
I believe it is time to do.
This is awesome.
Cool, right?
Me and the devil walking side by side. Me and the devil.
To me, it just kind of looks like a video game. Like it looks like almost like video game graphics, like what they would make nowadays. So I kind of like it. I think it's more original than a lot of like the weird stuff I see with AI. I don't know how he does it. I don't know what program he uses, but I think it's pretty fucking cool.
I think that's going to replace movies, like somebody said. I think that's going to. I honestly feel there's no room for mistakes when you're having these people do it.
Right. But I think it has like a video game kind of graphic kind of look to it, and you could make like an animation type movie with it, where I don't think like you're taking away from anything by doing it. Where some AI stuff I think is a little too wacky for me. To me, that's pretty creative. I don't know. That's just me though.
Yeah, that was good. The music.
But, yeah, Gene Borello got the Gemini method. That's interesting. He was like, "You fucking faggot, DeMeo faggots, you ain't gonna do shit.
You're gonna suck my dick." And Hootie be in the background. Yeah.
Love the blow up doll. Yeah, Dracula's blow up doll. Yeah.
Oh shit.
These nerds have AI girlfriends. I have heard about that. Yeah. This guy proposed to his AI girlfriend the other day. I saw.
Damn, that's fucking.
And she said yes. Wouldn't you know it? She said yes.
That's insane. What's the world coming to? That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff.
All right, they do to me. Yeah, I know. He gave me his email. So I think I might hit him up for something.
I like the questions today. It's like fucking, you know what I'm saying? Not for nothing. There's not obviously we could tell this. We don't have the usual Monday night capacity.
Yeah,
but it's great. We're getting questions from people who care, and I appreciate that. And that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, no, we appreciate everybody who decided to join. Fucking great. If you were gifted a membership, like I said earlier, if you like this content, feel free to subscribe if you're into that sort of thing.
Which reminds me, I'll be doing his show soon. I'll be back on OC Shorts where we be talking about.
Yes. You will.
Most likely, we're talking about. Let's surprise you, but it's probably going to be about our series that me and Brett do, and we're going to be talking about a lot of that. And basically, we get people to check us out on our season 2, and you guys are automatically in anyway. You guys are members, so season 2 Ridgewood story, you get that automatically. And I hope our friend will allow us to give you audio of that. I got some really good audio of somebody who was a legend in the life.
Yeah, if we get to use that, that'll be freaking awesome. She said, yes, congratulations. Yeah. This is the patrician?
Pasta patate. This is the patrician class. It's I guess. I mean, I wish everybody could be up here. I mean,
thank you, Stevie the Gypsy. Appreciate it, man. We try to always come on here with these lives, and we always have a game plan. We don't just hit live and be like, so what's going on? We try to have something to, and then we feed off you guys, but we're always going to bring something. We're always going to bring
I'm not going to come here half-ass and just go, oh, yeah, what do you got? Oh, what do you got? No, I don't got nothing.
Yeah, no. We're always going to have shit. We're always going to have photos, slides, videos, topics. We're always going to make it as cool as possible for you guys. And then when we get to this point in the show where we bullshit with you guys, whatever you guys want to talk about, we talk about,
I'm even in our Ridgewood series. I step out the box in an episode that I'll give you a little bit of an idea on where I'm going with this. But I go to the Bay Parkway boys and their little war at the time that they had with the Bath Avenue kids. Obviously, I didn't know the Bath Avenue kids at the time, but I did know more than a few of the Bay Parkway kids at the time, and we're gonna touch upon someone that I met for a short while. I think I must have known him for 5 months, and then he got killed. And he was a Bay Parkway guy, good guy. Last time I seen him was at a Knick game, and we talk. He's one of the victims in this. That's gonna be one of the episodes.
Yeah.
And then I think episode 3, you're definitely going to get Vito Guzzo. You're gonna get him. Episode 3. So that's where things get a little bit more interesting. Frank, did you ever meet Tommy Schatz? What was he like? I was in his presence a couple of times, especially at Dino's wedding. I was an usher, so he was there. He was like a modern day Fagin. They flocked around him, and he enjoyed it. He enjoyed being around. He wasn't the best fucking not for nothing. He was brutish looking, big man. He looked a lot older than he actually was back then, and he had all these kids about my age at the time that would flock around him. And I seen him a couple of times, but not really on a hello and goodbye basis. But that's what I got out of him.
Hey Rosie, what's up? How are you? She's waiting for the series. Obviously,
Rosie, how are you? How are you, Rosie?
She knows a little bit about that area for sure.
Yeah. She lived on the block, so the kid seen by accident must have seen something once in a while, it was. We're hanging out on that corner. We hung out on that corner where we seen that picture. It was always something going on. In summertime, like once a week, something stupid was going on.
Proletarian on Parole says he was fat.
He was fat.
Yeah.
He was fat, but he kind of had that thing like he thought he was a lot probably better looking than he actually was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw a picture of him. Like when he shaves all his head, like he just looks like a bald dude. But I saw a picture where he had the side stuff.
Yeah, that was around. That was around the time that.
That's a little weird looking guy.
That was around the time that you know that Dino was getting his feet wet. You know,
That's probably why he looked a lot older, because he's rolling around with that fucking haircut.
about 91. That's about 91, 92. That picture. Who else?
Looking like Friar Fuck.
Yeah, he just didn't think nothing of it. But he's a tough guy. He was a tough guy. He had his own method of shooting people too. He thought that his own method. It's an old method actually. So you shoot to the body and then you go to the head. And Dino talks about it in his testimony that Tommy always told him that's the way you do. You know, you do things. But we'll get to that. We'll take conversations me and my cousin had. My cousin had a thing about him that when I was around him, and it wasn't many times, but I enough because we didn't live next to each other. And I don't know if you live in Queens and you live in Bensonhurst, it's not too far, but it's a world apart. You know what I mean? It's a world apart. And he'd always be like wanting me to know that something was going on in his life. Like he would kid around if he got too drunk. Not drunk, but he liked to fuck around with other shit, apparently. I couldn't tell, but you know, so did his friends, all of them. They were into, even the Bad Damn You kids. I'll make a comparison with them and my friends. There was a lot more drugs, heavier drug use in those two cliques than there was, let's say, with the kids I grew up with. Not many of us did cocaine. And if they did, it was because they were out one night and they just fucked around. But it was drinking. Mostly was drinking, and it was a weekend kind of thing.
Well, you guys had more of those like immigrants telling you not to do it, though, right? Like,
we were in a society where it was very frowned upon drinking, and so I personally used to hide. If I wanted to get fucking just wasted or fucked up or something, I didn't do it in my neighborhood. I went to other neighborhoods. I had other girlfriends. I had fucking girlfriends in Irish neighborhoods I used to hang out in. And who the fuck knew me when I was in Woodside? Nobody knew me. And it wasn't like I made it, hey, I'm here. You know, fucking, I just stick in my corner and do whatever. Or went to Forest Hills, you know?
Yeah.
But that was it. Over there, you had guys who were fucking made, hanging out with their fucking hanging out with their associates, their young guys, trying to make them into that life. And they're both doing cocaine. They're doing, you know, it's a different kind of dynamic between the Italian Americans and the Sicilian kids when we were growing up. I'm telling you, if I was drunk one time and I was sorted out, like you know, where people get drunk on the floor or whatever. That's it. I was a drug addict. You must have been doing heroin.
Yeah.
You must have been. So you had to watch out for that. And if they didn't like you and they wanted to compare to other people, they would do that in a minute. You know, sometimes your own family. It's just that's the way it was.
Any interaction with Sally Paintglass?
Who's Sally Paintglass? Sounds familiar. Sally Paint Ass.
David Price. Were there any Sicilians from Agrigento in Bushwick or Ridgewood?
Of course there was. Yeah, there was. Ralphie was from Agrigento.
Gene said that crew was one of the, if not the scariest when he was out. Gene said that crew was one of the scariest, if not the scariest. I guess he's talking about the Kings Bay Parkway. I mean,
which one you talking about? There was the Kings Highway, there was the Bay Parkway, there was Bath Avenue. Those are Brooklyn crews.
The Partana Club.
Yeah, it's those are like for people who those people in those clubs. They're basically you know, hardworking people. They have clubs and they're Sicilians, and more towards not the organized crime groups. So.
Good olive oil over there in Partana.
Partana is great, and
I got some. Yeah, I have some actually here.
Churchgoers. Well, most of them, they're good people. The Partana Club in general out of all those clubs in Ridgeway, and I'm going to say this, I usually don't like that because it's conflict of interest. An ex-friend of mine, his dad has a lot to do with the club, so I don't like to. But they are very good people. They're community leaders. They do a lot of things of the stuff back home. So they're good people. So those are people that make us look good because I'm talking about the trouble guys.
Yeah.
What we got?
Churchgoers. Yeah, it was Tommy Shots crew. That's what we're saying. Salvatore Diatavia.
No. So I'm not familiar with him either. Let me guess, Italian. Salvatore Diatavia. But yeah, I mean, we talk about that all the time.
Diatavio. All right, what do we got? We got an indictment. Salvatore Diatavio. Oh, so he was around the Donnie Brasco days.
Oh no, probably no. If I know anybody around those days, it wasn't in a criminal sense, and I tell people that it was because I knew them through family, and that's how I knew them. The guys I do know from the Sonny Black crew, obviously, is after they came out, and I'm a 25-year-old guy right at that point. I meet them at a bachelor party. I meet Nicky Santori at a bachelor party. I have another friend with me. And we look at each other. I go, "Is that fucking that guy from that Donnie Brasco book? Where the pictures are." I go,
the Santori when he looks very he looks very
that. So we're like, me and my ex-friend Nat, we're at this fucking thing. So I go like this. I go, yeah, that is him, ain't it? He goes, yeah. So I meet Sal Bruce at a cafe. And he tells us that he has the place in Grandview. Vito Grimaldi tells me it's a friend of his. I said, yeah, all right, I'll go check him out. And it was magic from there. We had to drink in. All the guys that drank. The other Sicilian guys went home. Fucking some crew. Sally Bush's nephew. We had what is this? Adopted son. We had Pickles. Pickles, his father was like some kind of fucking I think he was on the Scope. His father was like a bookie back in the day, and when I mean a Scope, of a little slow, but smart enough to drive a car. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So fucking Nicky, fuck that guy. His father fucking just took so much money off me, and we all fucking kiss it. Fuck him. Later on, he used to drive fucking the Rabito around when everybody got locked up.
Oh yeah, can't forget. Rest in peace, Ozzy. Yeah, love Ozzy. I got to see Ozzy twice. Once solo Ozzy, and then with Sabbath as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, both at Jones Beach, actually.
He was actually a really nice guy, man. A lot of people said he did a lot for charities and whatever. They always talking about that bad he bit. He fucking toasted.
Yeah, Ozzy was fucking great, man.
Yeah.
You know what I love? When Ozzy, let me see if they might even have it. You remember the Jerky Boys movie they made and Ozzy was in it?
Was he really?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
No. The best Olive
Jerky
Oil.
Boys. Yeah, here we go. Let's play this. This is when they made the Jerky Boys from Queens, New York, by the way. The Jerky Boys. This is fucking great. So let's play that in honor of Ozzy. Let's see. Share screen.
Slide. Move it around. All right, stop here. Let's go.
Excuse me. Who are you guys? Where's Bob and BJ?
I guess they probably found a better gig. They split.
What do you mean they got a better gig? They're like family.
They're in a jet now over Japan. We heard they got a gig with the Monkeys.
The fucking Monkeys? You're kidding me.
Hey, it's a tough business. Don't worry about nothing. Me and Jocko here, we've been wiring up shit for years. We'll wire up a toilet seat. It'll suck the pants off you. We're the best.
You better be the best, because tonight's a big show, and my boys better look good, okay? Monkeys?
There's Ozzy and the Jerky Boys. I don't know how that cameo came about. The band that actually comes on in the Jerky Boys is actually the band Helmet. If everybody is a fan of the band Helmet,
Helmet?
They do a cover of Symptoms of
figure. You know what?
You know what? They do a cover of the
Helmet.
Symptoms of the Universe, the Sabbath song in that movie. One of my favorite Sabbath songs, Symptoms of the Universe. What a fucking song.
Which one is it?
Symptoms of the Universe. What a fucking song that is. Woo! I have my tickets still from April Fool's Day, 1983. Wow. Saw Ozzy twice, Sabbath, once on the Crazy. Wow.
See that? So we have a lot of people waiting for that Ridgewood series. So we're gonna put the first one back real quick. We got a new introduction, right?
Yeah, we're working on a new introduction. Yeah. Old ass Joe Benandy smoking weed with teenagers on the street is true Ghost of No Stir, bro. You know what? So did you? I'm not even gonna pick it up.
Go ahead, say.
No, I don't know. Jimmy Colangelo put up some thumbnail today of him sitting in a car, and the guy next to him is like this with his head down. And the title of the video was like, "This guy's sleeping." I don't know what it was. It was funny though. I know Pasta Patate saw it. He was at Ozfest. Totally forgot about Helmet. Yeah. Ozzy 82 at Nas. Was that with Randy Rhoads, Roro? When did Randy die? In 82, right?
Wow.
Randy died in 82, right?
He gave him a shout out the other day before he died.
Yeah, he died in March of 1982. Yeah.
Damn.
The great Randy Rhoads. Speaking of little guys, Randy Rhoads was like 5'2" or some shit.
Was he really?
5'3". He was like 5. He was really short. I hear he was like a fucking dwarf.
No shit.
He might have been like 5'4". I don't know, but I heard he was really short.
Cheat says Calandra was funny. I liked his stuff early on. Then he lied about the weird stuff that was easily refutable. Was odd. Yeah.
You know what? 5'4". Okay, yeah, 5'4". Yeah, small guy.
I was watching some of Jimmy's early stuff the other day, and the only reason I was because I was getting. So I'm talking to somebody that was in that crew, somebody who got in trouble actually with Jimmy on a murder, and so I said, "Let me see how these," and the stories do add up. I mean, between both of them. So he was doing. So he was telling. He was getting good content in the beginning, but.
He started off great on YouTube, I thought, and then something happened. Like a lot of these guys, they get in the drama, they get bitter, they get angry, and then it turns to shit.
Yeah, but he's back, and I watch him sometimes. It's not bad.
Yeah,
not bad. Yeah, the drama fucking probably didn't help.
If Calandra would come here, he would take over the genre.
Yeah, the genre. So what do we got? 6 minutes left. Guys, we got 6 minutes left. Hit us with all the questions you want, and we got it.
Yep. I hope you guys enjoyed our first members only live stream. I thought it was fun. I thought we brought some good stuff. We had some good conversation.
I'm gonna try to get an interview on a members only.
Huh?
Also, I'm trying to get an interview on a members only. Also, good.
Okay.
One.
Okay.
Pretty good one. Who knows? We might bring Gene back. He's probably. Hey, say what you want, man. He gave us the most fucking views, mostly negative. Fucking whatever.
You gave what?
When Gene was on.
Gene?
Remember when Gene was on here? Fucking, they were bombing. We get the most.
Oh, when Borello was on here.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
All right, maybe not. That didn't go too well. All right,
yeah,
listen.
maybe we'll get him back. I know you want Hootie on the show so bad. I keep talking about it.
Yeah, Hootie. No, you know what I'm looking for, right? I talked to him the other day. Anthony's
Arulada.
Yeah.
Well, whenever you're ready. I mean, you're the one that talks to him. I don't know the guy.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. It's not.
Oh yeah, the final countdown. Really? That's they're from your neighborhood. Look at that.
They look like
Last 2
broads.
times I got pulled over, I kissed the cop's ass and got off both times. Really?
Well, that's smart. That's smart. Fucking, I mean,
Really?
now they all want to be like, I don't have to give you my license, man. No, yeah, you were speeding. You have to give me your license.
Yeah.
All right, do what you got to do, motherfucker. You know, all that crap shit.
All right, so you're pro-gay.
That's what it comes down to, people.
Man, he's something else, ain't he?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, there's no crumb bomb. Crumb bomb is specifically a Monday thing, right?
Yeah, sure is.
As I said earlier, I'm gonna get Greg Valentino on the show. He'll do it too. He'll do it. He'll come on.
Oh, will he?
Of course. Yeah.
He's in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't, dude. He's hilarious. He's fucking
Name like
nuts.
that. Yeah.
He's
of course.
fucking nuts, dude.
Did you talk to the other guy? What's his name? Dudu.
Yeah, I'm still talking to him. I don't know when he wants to come on, but he's gonna come on at some point. But yeah, we're gonna get Greg on. He's fucking funny, dude. He's like one of the funniest guys alive, I think.
Somebody wants Sammy dancing. You want to end the show with that? That's fine.
Yeah, sure. I wonder if I can get
He's dead. Frank Sinatra Jr. died.
Oh, this is great. Look at this. Look at this. All right, let's pull up Greg Valentino. This guy's the fucking man. That Valentino interview was crazy. Yeah, it was 3 hours. That guy, dude, he loves to fucking talk. He loves to talk.
We love to bring him on. We like funny people, that's for sure.
Dude, he's so fucking funny. Check this out. This is from that documentary.
Steroids can create long-term problems. What happens when extreme doses are involved?
Here
Greg Valentino.
The fuck is that?
Anything in excess is going to cause side effects. And of course, there's not a bodybuilder on this planet who has not had some sort of side effects from taking steroids, even some supplements. You know what I mean? It could be something simple as in taking a protein powder and having, you know, shitting every 5 minutes, you know, blasting farts all day. And, you know what I mean? You ever been around a guy that lifts weights? You're like, dude, you know, every 5 minutes you're smelling, you know, rotten ass. And that's because, you know, from taking all the supplements. Well, that's a small side effect. When you're taking steroids, you get big side effects. And of course, I had big side effects.
After years of steroid injections, Greg's bicep was fighting back.
I had tons of, you know, needles, you know, syringes, needles, the whole bit. And I'm over there reusing needles, dropping the damn thing on the floor, blowing it off, wiping it off, and then you stick that in you, and you get infections, you know? And that's what happened. I wound up getting an infection. When I got the infection, it starts off, you get a bad fever. The area gets red, soft, pussy. It was like a giant zit in there. It was just loaded with pus. And if you don't do something about it, you can wind up in the hospital and kill yourself. You know what I mean? It could kill you.
He was in serious trouble.
Thank you, Soto.
Now he starts draining all the fucking the hematoma out of his arm.
What you're watching is I had a hematoma in my arm, and I'm draining the blood. Now look, here you get the needle. Look, it's going right into the bicep.
know what?
Now, look, now it's hanging out of the bicep. And this film was like friggin' 50.
All right, I can't watch it anymore. I can't. It's
Bro,
fucking-
you fucking gonna bring this fucking guy?
I can't watch. Yeah, he's the fucking man, dude.
Is he gonna do it live?
Yeah, he'll come on. I'm telling you, he's the fucking man.
Jeez, that one fucking thing went. You know what? Like Popeye doesn't eat his spinach, and the fucking bicep goes down like this.
That's what it is.
Wow.
What?
Who the fuck wants to eat now?
Can he be more talkative than Tommy Unpack? Oh yeah, by far, dude.
Woo!
Go to my channel, NYC Crime Spot. 3-hour interview. Soto, $10. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Appreciate it.
You guys are the best. The best. We got to make some merch.
We need Crazy Joey in the past. I want to get who's Crazy Joey? The wrestler?
We need Crazy Joey in the past. But what do you think it is?
Oh, don't you mean Bruno?
You mean AKA Bruno?
Are you guys aware of that, by the way?
You never seen that before?
Are you guys aware that
The
Joe
same
the
guy he
wrestler?
started trouble with, fucking, he's over there on the show pretending to be somebody else.
He went on FBS's show, Fat Ball Sicilian, who and Matt was there. Matt saw the whole thing. Who didn't like him because I knew who he was because he came on the show talking shit about FBS. Then FBS got mad at me. Then I went to FBS. I'm like, whatever. So then he goes on FBS's show, and FBS is like, hey, man, you look really familiar. What's your name? He's like, Bruno. My name's Bruno. And he's like, and it was so obviously Joe because no one on earth looks like it or sounds like that guy. And what did he say? I got a brother, too.
Did you see the guy taunting Vito Love? Somebody sent me that. What the fuck?
He was on our show.
Yeah, what was his name? Fuck,
Joey LaSala.
Joey LaSala. So he's over there. Somebody sent me something. He's with a fucking stick outside the restaurant. Where are you, Vito? Where are you? Are you hiding? What are you hiding? Right in front of his restaurant.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
That's fucking some crazy shit right there.
Unpacking hey, Proletarian. I don't go on Blackhand that much, but I'll check in like twice a week. And I saw Proletarian was like, can we have a stop mute button when Tom comes on? Tom likes to unpack. What are you gonna do? He likes to unpack. Tom's a good guy. Tom's a good guy.
Bro,
he's an unpacker.
Who says he's not like that anymore?
That's who he means, Crazy Joey. I mean, listen, we got nothing against Crazy Joey. I don't know what direction.
That's a crazy, not the fucking.
Oh no, he's talking about Crazy Joey. Yeah, I mean, if he comes back, I mean, we'll have him on. He just came on randomly.
Yeah, you want to grab a link? Go ahead, man.
He just came on randomly that one night. I mean, I don't know. He just popped out of nowhere.
Yeah. I think I'm responsible for the worst guest that we had. So I thought it would be a good idea because he was.
Who was the worst guest that we had?
Pizza.
Oh, yeah.
He dropped the fucking N-word in 2 seconds. Remember?
Don't even bring it up because I told you that was a bad idea. So.
Yeah.
What do I know?
He dropped the N-word in fucking like 30 seconds. It was like, the fuck, bro? What the fuck is wrong with you? And then I realized a lot's wrong with him.
Can you make a clip of Young Jock's face when Pierce Morgan's trying not to laugh? I actually played that. I don't have it here. Damn it. I did play that clip, Phoenix, when Sammy was on there. John Gotti is not gay.
Yeah. He was pissed.
John Gotti was not gay.
That's where it's from. That's where that's from.
What, you're like pro-gay now?
Well, there goes the monetization. Yeah. No, to be honest, like most of our shit is not monetized because we like to play music, and I'm more worried about like I don't know, like just even platforming somebody that's so fucking stupid like that. Yeah, and the stuff with Anthony, like just even platforming somebody that's that fucking stupid. Yeah, got a mixed bag, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
DL, the fucking crumb bomb. Of course, crumb bomb. DL likes it. He likes pizza. He likes a freak show. DL.
Anybody who talks about the dead people that just what they are, their people didn't get their way. They're spoiled in their house, and they used to say something really, really fucking fucked up about their mom or their dad, and that's what you got right there. That's where that comes from. You know.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just at about 2 hours. Let's give it 2 hours, a nice round whole number. 1 hour and 58 minutes. Let's get to 2 hours, and then we'll bounce. As I said, I'm going to work on Mr. Valentino. I'm pretty sure he'll come on. We'll get him on. Maybe we'll Pedge. Yeah, Pedge. We can have
Pedge. I can call Pedge anytime. He'll come on.
Brett, your facial expressions when pizza was on is probably I mean, yeah. I don't think there was any facial expression. It was just like, just like that.
Yeah.
Good night, Pasta Patate. Joe Root. Good night, Joe Root. Sister, Dan Tundes. Proletarian Scumbag, Matt, Lisa Bizatola, Tower King, Soto, DL, Phoenix, Roro, Rosie. Who else?
Tower
Soto.
King. We got Tower King there.
Tower King from the Penal Colony.
Yes, sir.
David Price. Everybody that was hanging out tonight. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Pretty fun first members only. Good night. Good night. The graffiti. Yeah, RD357. Yeah, he's the man.
John Gotti was not gay.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Proletarian. He was not gay. Peace out, sister.
Whoa.
Justin Jensen. Thank you, buddy. Peace. Good to see you.
Thank you, guys.
DL.
Appreciate it. DL, what's up, DL? Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Pizza is undiagnosed schizotypo retardo. Two Nation. Schizotypo retardo.
Yeah, there's a new class of slow people. Retards don't like the zoo.
You know.
Take
care. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Keep an eye out for some members only stuff, some posts, some other stuff. Keep an eye out for this Monday's live stream, which is for everybody. Hopefully, Frank, some of those people that love to endlessly ask questions find it in their hearts to pull $5 out of their ass, since they get a lot out of this show. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens.
People who ask questions.
No, I'm saying there's some people missing tonight that I noticed that ask a lot from you in the live streams. They ask a lot from you, and we give them a lot of information. So hopefully we see them over here too.
Yeah, that's fine. And the people who can't.
I'm not that type of guy, just so you guys know. But it just hit my head that there was like 2 or 3 people missing tonight, and they just happen to be people that ask a lot of fucking questions from Frank and get a lot of information from him.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, I get it. Thank you. I bet. Yeah, you're always gonna have that, and like, no, Lisa, that guy actually gives that one you're talking about. What I think he's talking about somebody else. It is what it is, and like I said, if people can't pay and they like our show, whatever, send me an email. Send me an email.
Yeah.
All right, see what I can do for that time.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm not. It just hit me. That's why I was impulsive in saying that. We're not.
And I'm not going to say anything either.
This isn't like a fucking money grab thing. I'm telling you.
I understand what Brett's saying. There's guys that say, well, you know what? I'm about to write a book. That's the only reason I'm asking you for stuff.
Yeah.
I asked 1 question, 2 questions. No, they're like 5 or 6, and they just keep going.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, maybe you have to listen. And I'm not. I mean, we talked about this too. And some guy came up to me, goes, hey, look, I'm looking to write a book about somebody that you might be familiar with. I said, okay, a relative, actually. I said, yeah, well, yeah. He goes, you mind if I could get some information? I said, yeah. One-time deal? So, nah, about 2 or 3, he goes, but I'll pay you. And he gave me a price. And it wasn't information. That's somebody who talked, by the way. It's not somebody who didn't, want to know how he was like, what growing up or whatever. I said, sure. And they paid for it. And I'm like, okay. And I usually don't ask. But this guy, every week, he comes up and he does. And that's what I think Brett was talking about. And I get it.
Yeah. And I'm not like that. No, I know, Soto. Yeah. And believe me, I'm not. If you come to Crime Spot, I've been there 4 years. I don't have a membership. Anybody that knows me there, I never ask anybody to give me anything. I'm just not that type of guy. If it comes my way, it comes my way. I'm not that type of person. I'm not, but
this ain't that show where we're gonna turn off the fucking plug if somebody don't give us anything. That ain't gonna happen. We actually enjoy doing this.
Right.
We do. And that's I enjoy doing it. I'm not writing a book, so I mean, maybe I could one day. This is my book, that Richard story. So if you guys like it, enjoy it. That's part of the membership.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if somebody likes it enough to say, "Hey, look, I want to put it on a series because I like what it is." I don't know if it has that kind of star power. But you'll never know. And we go from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it
All
does,
right.
but we'll get to that. All right, everyone. Listen, have a great night. Thanks for joining us for our first members only. We'll see all you guys on Monday night. Like I said, keep an eye out on the members only community posts. Got some good photos that we want to post over there.
We
Got
do.
a cool Vito Guzzo mugshot, kind of a
Mhm.
rare one that I think we'll put up there at some point, maybe.
'Cause
And
rookie.
we got a bunch of other stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night. Happy Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your week.
guys.
Have a safe weekend. Check out NYC Crime Stop too. Okay, please. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.